What's up, guys? It's Monday, and Chase and I are going to head to the storage unit to pick out a ton of awesome hobby shop fishing stuff. But before that, I'm going to show you everything that sold on eBay. It was another great weekend. 29 items sold for an average sales price of $107.
Woo.
So eBay is definitely starting to ramp up. I think it was $3,100 total in sales. Chase, how do you feel about that?
I feel really good, and I think there's some really good items to point out that you guys can look for here. Especially this one right here. You would never know that that's worth what it was worth. So let's highlight some of the best stuff.
And to do that, I'm going to call down someone from upstairs. Hey, David!
Who's David? Brother Dave!
Brother Dave!
Oh, brother Dave!
Come on down! There he is!
All right.
Woo!
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
I haven't seen
Good
you
to
yet.
see you.
It's good to see you.
Wow.
Brother Dave still
What's
has the
up?
most eBay experience.
Out of all of us.
Oh,
man.
Yes.
That's
Still,
me.
so he is, all right. So he is the eBay guy. So Dave, we're gonna go through stuff that sold.
Great.
All right.
Let's
It's
do
been a
it.
while.
It's been a second.
All right, Dave. We'll do a quick test to see how your eBay knowledge has stood up.
I don't know any of this stuff.
Yeah. So it's a lot of different weird stuff. There's not a lot of games, which I'm imagining what you're mostly used to is games, probably, right?
Mostly
Yeah.
games, yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna pick out some things, and you're gonna guess the price. Sound good?
Let's do it.
Well, for starters, let's do this. This Angry Birds space game. How
I'm gonna
much?
guess $24.99.
$24.99. No, that sold for $93.
What?
I would have guessed like $24.99.
Right?
That blows my mind.
Right? Yeah.
That's a good bolo right
Yes,
there.
that is a huge bolo.
Goodness gracious.
0 for 1. Let's see here. How about this stack of books right
All
here?
together.
All together.
I'm gonna guess
So don't worry about
$99.99.
$99.99. You're a little off.
Come on.
$650.
600. God. Okay, well.
Yeah, what are these?
They're like all about like kings and queens of England.
Hobby
I don't
Shop
know if
Ron.
those are original seals or not, but Hobby Shop Ron,
$600?
$650. We had them listed for $1,000. There's 2 books missing, but
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like we need to like open it
Hopefully
up
we
and
don't
just
find
see
it.
what's inside. It's
Right,
gotta be
yeah,
some good
Skylar seal
information
approval,
for
right.
$600. Goodness. All right, what's
All right,
next?
what's next? This Matchbox
Oh,
Harvester.
no. So I feel like I've edited other videos like this. I think this one's I'm gonna guess $49.99.
$49.99. I like your 99s.
Thank you.
I do.
Yeah.
120.
$120. Goodness.
120.
I'm just striking out here.
Yeah.
How many times?
It's all
for
right.
us?
It's
The
all right.
question.
It's all right. Brown Hobby Shop stuff is weird.
It's weird.
All right. This is interesting. This has been listed for quite a while. This Eric Clapton Unplugged
Oh my goodness.
VHS. What do you think
Oh,
that sold for?
You know, it says 18 on here. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna say $119.99.
You're going in the opposite direction here,
Oh
David.
my gosh! Dang it!
That sold for $6.
great. Great. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have you pick out one.
All right. Well, this is beautiful here. I love this game. I didn't know this thing existed.
Yeah, it's cool. We had a
I'm
couple-
gonna guess this was. Oh man, is it sealed?
I believe so. It's new.
I'm gonna guess 75. $74.99.
So you're getting closer. That went for $45.
Man, I was gonna say 60, but then I upped it. Gosh.
It's all right.
right.
It's all right. Well, let's go game. How about this guy? Daydreamin' Dave for the NES. That's an interesting game. Never saw it until listed it. How much you
And
think?
is it sealed? Is it just complete? Is that what you
It's
said?
complete and it's really nice.
I'm 120. 1999.
120. It sold for 150. So not bad. Not bad. It's
close,
hard to
okay.
tell. It's hard to tell without opening it up. So that one's pretty good. All right. I'm gonna give you 2 more items. I'm gonna pick out this guy. I'm gonna give you a hint and tell you that it's worth more than you probably think it is.
Well, what is the origin of the toy here?
It's a Japanese. I think it's a POPY.
From any kind of specific entertainment? Do you have any idea?
It's
not gonna help me.
I have no idea.
All right, my guess. You said it's on the higher side. Is that what you said?
It's worth more than you probably think it is.
Okay, give me like a little bit of a ballpark.
It's between $100 and $200.
All right, I'm gonna say 140.
Right on the money.
Wow, 140 for this guy?
Yes.
Wow. Does he do anything fun? He doesn't do anything.
I think he shoots out fists, so he would be worth a lot more if
he had the fist.
Yeah,
How much with the fist?
I would say probably like $200-300.
$200-300.
Yeah. But yeah.
Wow.
But that's been
Well,
listed.
be on the lookout for this
right?
guy.
That's been
an
listed for a long
expensive
time.
I feel like you could find this in a garage sale, like in a free bin.
Oh,
know?
for sure. Yes.
Goodness.
All right, we're gonna go 2 more items.
I feel like I'm on top for guessing that one.
Oh
Come
no,
on.
yeah,
I should
yeah,
be-
you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. This is Darkness Ablaze Staff Pack sealed.
Staff. I don't even know what that means.
Exactly.
Good. So
Neither
it's
do
sealed.
I. So this is like.
Do we know what's in here?
Chase, give us the.
It is what it sounds. It was only given out to staff of the Pokemon company.
Okay.
So we got this from a friend of ours who is staff
It's staff.
of the Pokemon
So
company.
did they know what was in it, or it was a kind of,
Yes.
they did know?
So it's marked staff right here. You can see that.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever find a card that has staff printed on it, they're pretty hard to find, especially if they're older ones. And this one is Kangaskhan, which is a fairly known Pokemon. So
I'm gonna go insane. $500.
I understand why you would guess that. what did it sell for?
It's sold for 160,
160,
which is full
still
price. So
Yeah,
that's,
really good. That's been
Right.
sitting for a while.
Yeah.
We got full asking
Yeah,
price. So.
and then this staff pack also sold, and that was for $100. So.
That was 60. I accepted.
Oh, that was 60, right?
We were asking
right.
100.
We were asking 100.
So, just quick note that a lot of this stuff that sold like half or more was stuff that has probably been listed for 3 months to 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Or longer. This is why we preach the eBay challenge that we do in our Discord, because doing all the things we do has the old random items sell like this and this. These were listed for over 2 years. I know they didn't
yeah.
sell for much.
Oh, yeah.
But redoing them and doing everything else to promote our store has enabled us to get weekends like this consistently now that
Right.
we've done it for over a month. So
It's amazing.
it's really good stuff. And now let's head to the storage unit. We're gonna grab all the fishing gear to hopefully bring to a local auction, and we'll dig maybe a little bit in some other areas. We always have a ton of fun and find some amazing stuff. Alpine and I are going. Let's do it. All right, we're at the unit. So this is our hobby shop unit. This is when we filled a 26-foot U-Haul, about midway full because all the boxes are random size, but so much stuff. We've sold a good bit of it, but we haven't even still seen the majority of the stuff that's in this locker. We haven't unpacked the boxes or done any of that stuff. But I know that Alpha and I tried to somewhat strategically unload, so if we can squeeze back here, we're gonna have to get a better walking path to clear this stuff out. But back here we have all the fishing equipment. I think it's really this entire section right here is all antique fishing lures, rods, poles, all sorts of stuff. And we finally have an auction house in my area that seems pretty good, and they actually want it. They're going to be doing a big fishing auction with another person they got stuff from, and they said, we'd love to get your fishing stuff now. I asked them also if they would be interested in the air rifles that we have, which we have like a ton. There's some in the boxes here, and then this right here, there's like stacks of them. So we have about 100, maybe 150, and I think Ron has 50 more for us still. We don't want to risk selling them on eBay, just because it can kind of be a sketchy thing with eBay. So selling them locally might make the most sense, especially if we can get something for them. I'm a little nervous because this fishing stuff is really nice, but we just don't. I mean, it's been here for how many months? 6 months?
Yeah, 6 months probably.
6 months just sitting here, and we don't have a plan in the next 6 months to even get to it. So we need help. Now the question is, will it be worth it for us? Because we could focus on this and part it out and use our time to do it, but it's kind of an opportunity cost of sacrificing other areas of the business to do that. So if this auction house can get anywhere near retail, even if they take 50-50 split, to me that's worth it because we save the time, we clear the space. I'm paying $150 a month for this unit, so we need to clear it out because we've got a little bit of room in the shed and over here. So it just makes sense to try. And we're gonna kind of look at what we got. We might pull a couple like amazing things for eBay if we see them, but really the auction just needs an idea of what is back here. We got to send them pictures, and hopefully we'll load up and get this stuff sent off to the auction house. So yeah, there's some really nice stuff.
Like that looks nice.
The brand is like this one. What does that say?
Actually, the Believer.
The Believer. big old lures.
Drifter tackle.
Drifter tackle.
I mean, that looks...
Yeah, it's hard to know. I would hope that, you know, they're going to heavily market a fishing auction, so hopefully it would bring out experts
Right. I mean,
that will pay up and collectors and stuff.
I don't know if fishing is the same as training, where bigger means better, but...
Right. I
It's a good
I think
box,
stuff
yeah.
that's obviously boxed and all that, we might pull. Maybe if we look up a couple things. Because we are still listing 10 a day on our eBay. Like, this we should probably pull. Because
Yeah,
this is just
definitely
like
boxes
easily
are
we can
rare.
look it up in seconds.
Oh, yeah.
These are the type of, there's just tackle boxes for days. All sorts. A lot of times the boxes don't actually reflect what's inside. Like you would have thought this was just one thing. Whatever that is, Ice King Spearing Decoy. Maybe that's in here, but there's all sorts of different stuff too. So it's truly insane the extent of the amount of stuff Hobby Shop Ron had. If you saw all the videos we've done with them, we've been going there off and on for a year. You know that it's just insane.
Interesting. Got a bunch of stuff that's like old in the package.
This is probably like 80s, 90s. Which,
Could be nothing, but I mean,
yeah, like I would shoot for like, this one looks more like 60s.
yeah.
This is the stuff I really want. If it's in blister packs, maybe not as much, though. I'm not saying there's not value, but
Right.
it's not something that we'll target. Like that
There's
one I'm
just
comfortable
so
selling. Even though
many.
these are really nice. Don't get me wrong, these are all really nice. But if we can get $500 at auction for that, I would be over the moon. I don't think we could. I mean, even if we get like $100 to not have to deal with it, great. That one's going to auction. So LPL just found the most interesting box. We just looked up this head and fly reel in the box. This is like 50, 60 bucks all day. Gosh, that looks good too.
I
South
mean, this was
Bend.
in a box in this. So that's,
Yeah, like a protective plastic case, which this one as well. So I think this is stuff we might set aside to sell ourselves. This box, I would say we definitely pick through a little bit more with what you're finding.
Yeah.
And then there's a box like this with just tons and tons of fishing reels. And then more lures. And this is heading.
See, I think these are ones that we just can't take the time, because the little that I've looked up with Ron, it's like one could be worth 75, the next one could be worth 5. So it's like,
and there could always be issues with functionality on
and we
that
have
too,
no
which
idea.
we don't really
have
want to
any
deal with.
knowledge on how to tell.
But this, like I said, a head-in boxed lure. Let's see if there's any other head-ins in there real quick. I'll see what this one's worth. This one's actually only worth like 10, 15 bucks, so I'll sell that in auction. And then there's some sort of, there's these like, just homemade, made in Crystal Falls, Michigan, 1940s. Like cool.
There's no way to.
But how do we sell that?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Somebody might want it. One of you guys might want it. We might have to put the information at the auction house. It's in Michigan. Kind of in Lansing area.
Many.
Yeah, like this stuff's amazing, but sometimes I wish we had the time to do it all. But you know, do you build, buy, or partner? That's kind of what big businesses are doing.
Yeah.
In this case, I think we might need to just partner. We can't do it all ourselves. All right, that one we gotta sell. That's like huge.
You're catching something huge with that thing.
That's like 10, 12 inches.
Yeah.
Creek chub, giant pikey. Easy to find, easy to list, easy to sell with the original box.
Yeah.
This one is awesome. This whole display thing, we could probably sell it as a lot, but I think this might look really cool. It does look really cool in a local auction setting as well. So I think this will have strong perceived value on a local market. So that's why I'm comfortable selling this. And then you found a couple other boxed ones that we're gonna, and I was finding some stuff like maybe 30 to 50 bucks on those. But they're just such quick, easy listings that we might as well sell them ourselves. So we'll do that in that case. We're very intrigued by this all rare fishing stuff. Check price, and it was marked in 2011, about 12 years ago.
I guess it's reels. I don't really know.
These are ancient, man.
I don't even know if I want to deal with that. Getting them out.
Well, we gotta check. I mean, if these were, Ron's not always right, and the stuff he set aside is really special, but most of the time, he was onto something. Like somebody told him that it was special is usually what that meant. But we found vases valued at $115,000. They have notes in them that say that, and they were fake. So actually, we don't know that yet about that one, but we're assuming.
And
is there any marking?
No.
But on all the way down. Gosh.
People, how are we supposed to
do with
resell
that?
your stuff?
We're not fishing experts. This one right here with the silver rod or whatever, reel, sorry, has something on it.
Oh, okay.
We'll pull that one out. Let's look at that. If that one's really good, then maybe you guys could help us out with these ones if we end up keeping them. But if we can't figure out what it is, this is just a reel.
Oh.
There you go, Great Lakes Products. That's all we got. Great Lakes Products reel. There's more down in there too. They're probably all for these poles, I guess. Who knows? We'll probably, I'm gonna look this up, but this will probably go to the local auction and hopefully it'll do good for us. Yeah, so this reel is like maybe 15 bucks based on my quick research. That makes me just be like, all right, we'll sell the whole thing at local auction. They're gonna bring the fishing experts out, so we'll let them decide what's worth it and what's not. Here's a sneak peek at the game barn unit, but this is where we're trying to open up some room. Like back there, we're gonna clear that whole corner out to make room to put a lot of Hobby Shop bronze stuff in these bins that we can stack really high and nice, like these boxes are, and maximize this unit. And I think we can clear out that other one, get my monthly bills down 150 bucks a month. Like that'll be smart. So that's one of the other reasons one of our things we're doing lately in the business is we have shared Google Docs with our team, and we're basically stating a problem that we have, and then is there a potential solution, and do other department heads, other people in the crew agree that it's a valid solution. And one of those that I did was, we have 2 storage units, and the problem is that's an extra 150 bucks a month. We have room. Do we agree that we should spend a bunch of time this week to come out here and clear one of them out, get them combined? Everybody unanimously agreed. Now the issue is it takes time. You know, there's always opportunity cost for your time, but this has been brought to the top of our priorities. And one of the main ways to solve that problem was get in connection with local auction houses so we can clear out a bunch of it quickly. And then the other thing is we'll pack it up in bins nicely so we can stack, because you know these boxes are all random sizes. They just don't stack very well. They got to be put in boxes that are the same size or in bins that are the same size. So that's what we're working on. It's hard, guys. It is hard for me to look at all this fishing stuff and be okay with trusting somebody I've never done business with and selling it to them. But the thing is, I don't want to just give them like stuff that we know is probably not good. I want to give them a mix of bulk and a mix of really nice stuff. I want to give it a fair shot. And if it goes terribly, we might look elsewhere. But if it goes decently, we'll probably continue doing business. If it goes really well, we'll do a lot more business with them. That's what we're doing. It's a risk, but it's what I'm willing to take. We just got to acknowledge the way that Ron packs stuff is the best.
Like, I don't know if he just smoked a ton or what, but there's like
so many cigar
so many of those
boxes.
flat figures we've had up in these.
Yeah, that was inside of this basket, by the way, which was inside of this box.
Maybe it's a fishing basket. Who knows? I don't know.
It might be. We could be ignorant to all of this. I don't know.
And card boxes for days. Everything.
Oh yeah, sports card boxes all day long. Everything's in
where
those.
are the cards?
He sold all the cards. He sold all those to Frank,
See?
the guy that told us about it. Look at all these, man. It is just, what are we supposed to do? Here's all the rods, the fishing poles. I'm sure there's significant value, but that's just not something that we...
Should I take this to beat Sky Guy up with?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
See you later. The van is packed full. This is all fishing stuff. We got one little tub, one little box, and 2 fishing poles that we're gonna sell ourselves. Everything else we're gonna send off to them. I gotta call them and make sure. Subscribe to see the results of that auction sometime in the future. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.